Bro, with this, like, like it's some crazy dips right now for sure. That's gonna make a lot of people wealthy. Let me get my headset out the way. ALKG, I see you in the building. I said my boy ALKG up and prepared and ready. It seemed like a good day to go live today, right? It just seemed like a good day to go live, baby. To go live. Oh, you like that I'm live? All right. Let's monetize it then. Let's monetize the live then, bro. Cause you know YouTube and paying me pennies. I've been having to trap in the trenches. I've been having to trap in the trenches, dog. I've been having to trap in the trenches. I'm trying to get that CEO, VC founder guy to the latest partnership to come do an AMA. Supposed to schedule one. All right, look, guys. If you don't know people that's like, hold on, and let me actually share this. Where's the ladies at, Millie? Yo, Yo, I was talking to my brother about that. Like, bro, I need me a crypto one, a crypto little lady, right? I don't know. I ain't gonna be traveling to them countries and shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Weird shit be happening in them different countries. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's 22 people up here. Let's get the camera going. Yum. Guys, what's good? What's good? What up? It's 2 for Tuesday. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. Like today is my day off, so I won't be like going to the gym today. I usually go 3 days in a row, and then I kind of like, you know what I mean, take a day off. So when I take a day off, I decided to live stream, right? After seeing my boy AOKG in the Discord. You know what I mean? Doing this thing. Salute to the Discord. Salute to the J5 Council. Salute to the Patreon. Been dropping some gems in the Patreon, right? We took along here on Karat. Beautiful. All right. Let's get some of these comments. We got Crypto Martian. What's up, man? Sinku. What up, Sinku? Charles Lewis said, let's go to Jasmy. Yeah, Jasmy is on the money. Yeah. Luby, what's up, bro? Can we get Steven on the channel, bro? Luby, I am a holder. I don't want any fucking tokens. Luby, let's get Steven on the channel. Like, in the council can confirm this. I am a big fan of the art meta. And, like, I've researched Luby and Steven. Bro, let's get him on the channel. AMA me, bro. What's Luby? What's up? You the best. Hey. I try. What up, big guy? No Diddy. Let's go, Millie. What's up? Crypto is popping, bruh. I have no suggestions for you, crypto girl. You or yo. J Flick. Elon to the moon. Hey, bro. I loaded up. I am loading up on my Elon bag here. Actually, I guess we'll get into some of the content before we got people rolling in here. So while we got people rolling in here, I'm gonna just keep talking, dog. And then we're gonna get into some of the content. I don't have a lot to talk about today, but I wanted to go live. He says, I'm up 9x on Jasmy. Talk to him nice. Can you look into Helium Mobile, please? I've been seeing that pop off on crypto.com, fam. Elon to the moon, baby. All right. I know y'all ain't come to look at me. Y'all ain't come to look at me unless there's some ladies in the chat, but y'all ain't come to look at me. Elon, yeah, I loaded up on a fat bag of Elon, guys. I got an Elon video coming out where I'm gonna be talking about why, and I think I did a market cap prediction. I don't know. Let's get into what we got going on here. All right, so first and foremost, we got to take a look at the charts, guys. And the most important thing that jumps off at me is the Bitcoin dominance here getting capitulating below our indicator. But you can see here our indicator has not turned red just yet. So this could be a fake out until we get further information here on the Bitcoin dominance that our indicator here can pop off red, like we've seen from the prior cycle. When this indicator turns red, there's a huge altcoin breakout. The indicator is still green, even though we did get the Bitcoin dominance over the 25-day EMA. It's important to note this this indicator here is a plethora of different moving averages, and it's a very precise indicator, guys. So I've been putting some things together, not really ready to release the indicator to the public yet, and haven't really found out how to connect it to what we're doing with J5, but that's another story. Anyway, don't worry about that, just focus on the video. Bitcoin dominance still not there yet, but almost there. We want this to actually flip red. The total 3, that we do have the total 3 here, getting rejected at the all-time high. This is the pure altcoin market here. You can see them altcoins are flying, man. The RWA narrative has took off. HBAR was up like 40%. It only hit 40 cent. Ondo has started the RWA narrative. Chainlink and Ondo are popping off the RWA narrative, and Jasmy is popping off the D-pin narrative, guys. So a lot to be excited about. Our total 3 here is above our 25-day EMA, but it's important to note we did get rejected off here at the all-time highs, which we need to print a confirmation candle on the weekly above all-time highs to reach price discovery. If XRP and HBAR and Ondo and these market leaders can continue to take us to Valhalla, this should break out, guys, and then the entire altcoin market will head into price discovery, which would be huge. Also here, we do got the others chart above our indicator, flipped green here. I'm really putting in the same exact pattern as the last cycle, so people can, they can rave about, oh, the cycle is different. It's so eerily similar that you can pretty much, if you have experience in the market, right? If you're new and coming in crypto, you probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. You're like, what is the hell is these lines? What is this, Millie? Can you break it down? Hey, look, we need the others chart here to break above our all-time high. We need to break above the all-time high here. So let's move this up here. We need our other chart to break above the all-time high here on the weekly. And this right here is going to descend the shitty of the shitty altcoins, the low caps, the mic craps. It's going to send Michael craps, right? Because that's what they are, a Michael crap. So you better take profits in this cycle. Don't be the guy. Don't be that guy that's like, you riding the bus, right? You kind of like don't be that guy where you like riding the bus. You on the train, or you riding the bus, right? If you're in New York, you're on the train, right? And like you really tired, but your stop is coming up in like 2 stops, but you fall the hell asleep, right? And you wake up and you done took the whole damn bus trip and the train trip all the way back around. You back where you started at. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Hop in on the bus, fall asleep, and you wake up and you in the same spot that you. Don't be that guy. All right, so the others, we do need the others to break out here, and I would assume that we are getting a breakout on the others dominance chart here as well. So let's see if we can get that breakout. Yes, but again, guys, similar to what we see for the Bitcoin dominance, right? The Bitcoin dominance has yet to flip red, and the altcoin dominance, we got about 1 green candle here. So I mean, last time the altcoin dominance did flip above our indicator, we had a massive, like, guys, this was a massive altcoin season, right? You know what I mean? You can see here it flipped green here, and from, actually that's the wrong one, excuse me, right here, December 20th, December 28th, 2020, it flipped green, and we had like a massive altcoin season that lasted a full year, right? So this could be the start of a full year of our altcoins going absolutely ballistic, right? So if you've been buying crypto since like June 2022, right, when all that fuck shit happened, you probably are good. If you should be up, right? Because I ain't gonna talk about what I've been doing, but you should be up. You should be up, right? You should be up. So we are looking for the other dominance to flip green on our indicator here. Not just yet. We got one green bar, right? Is this gonna be like another fake out like we seen right here, right? We don't want to fake out. We need a huge move to the upside, guys. Yeah, we at the end of the day, the DXY here still bullish on the weekly, man. We need the DXY to kind of like cool off. Maybe when Trump gets his people in office, we get this DXY to cool off. But Trump is a proponent of a strong US dollar, so it's gonna be very, very interesting to see how crypto reacts, because Trump is a type of person that wants a strong US dollar. But, right, what we're seeing is we're seeing more lenient crypto laws, specifically in the utility sector, which is causing companies, these are real companies, these ain't even projects, Ondo, hba4, you know what I mean? These are real companies, real projects, real companies, real utility, real use case. They're working with the government in things of that sort. They're popping off because of that leniency that we're starting to see within the crypto market. So you got to stay kind of like grounded and have an understanding of what you're buying as the interest in the United States from the totality continues to raise, specifically for US born crypto companies. So if you got a few US born crypto companies, hba4, it's out of Texas, you could be seeing yourself with a pretty nice bag just from blue chips, right? Until we see that liquidity rotation, right? BTC here also on the weekly, showing us a little bit extra. We want Bitcoin price to like a little, creep up, even though the dominance is creeping down. But you can see the technicals are still extremely bullish here. And isn't this crazy how I mapped out this about a year ago? I made this model about a year ago, and I showed you guys how every time in history of the cycle we tap the top of the trend line, we're almost there. We're almost there. So of course it's not going to be an exact, but it's playing out eerily close, man. So what my boy said in the what my boy say in the comments, he said he was like he said the Money Man line. He was like, put you on crypto, but you didn't listen, no, from the Money Man song. So like, put you on crypto, but did you listen, right? Michael Saylor says Microsoft could add 1 trillion to its market cap by converting it to cash. So Michael Saylor allegedly is supposed to be meeting up and having this huge meeting here with Microsoft and giving them a pitch deck, looking to convince them to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet, which could be huge, right? Because if Microsoft does this, we could expect other companies to do it. The leaders right now would be stuff like Tesla, Coinbase, and MicroStrategy. But as more of these suits and ties get into crypto, right, the only thing it's going to do is just going to add more liquidity to the bag, right? And XRP, I seen this post on Twitter. This is a perfect example of why Colts win, right? Salute to my boy Murad, right? But Colts win in crypto, regardless if it's utility or meme coins. And XRP is a perfect example, right? We need to be celebrating, right, what XRP is doing, because a lot of people showed you the importance of being part of a culture, having diamond hands, and having conviction and believing something, and eventually it should play off. And it's exactly why, right? It's exactly why, you know what I mean? I had to have a checkup to the neck up, right? But it's the same thing with for instance, right? We're gonna go back to 2021 Millie, right? So let's talk about Elon, right? Elon Mars, right? I want to talk about Elon Mars for a minute, right? Please remove all emotions, right? I do not give a fuck, right? Look, do you want me to be completely honest? Like I left, like souped up my bag, came back and added back to almost the same bag. Now I don't have 13 billion tokens, right? But I do have a nice bag, right? It's not 13 billion tokens. It's just a very nice bag, right? All depicted upon that we see I'm talking about the move that I think that this can put in is going to be extremely lucrative and volatile to the upside. I was actually doing some math yesterday with a coin perspective, right? Just comparing to, my cost basis of Elon, and if it was able to reach just a $10 billion market cap, right? So I would say, like, if and this is just me being completely, like, straight up honest with you, right? If you got $1,500 to $3,000 in Elon token at this level, just 1,500 to 3,000, right? 1,500 to 3K, right? You could be setting yourself up to make and I don't, and again, this is if everything plays out the way it's supposed to be playing out, right? You could be setting yourself to make lucrative gains, because I believe, like, if it goes to 10 billion, that'd be like a 100x or something crazy, right? So, like, this chart is really, really bullish, and we got a green print here, green dot print on our indicator. But I want to show you guys something, right? Because Elon runs very, very parallel to something like SHIB, and you can see here SHIB has its green print. You can already see it starting to move to the upside. And then if you want to go deeper down the hole, you want to look at something like Dogecoin. Now, I personally don't want to focus on like burns or anything utility. The only thing I want to focus on is Elon Musk himself, because Elon Musk himself, just being the giga chad that he is, and how everything is bullish around him, his name itself, right? If the Doge Department of Government Efficiency plays out the way that it's supposed to play out, right? And it creates, right, this huge attention to Elon connection to crypto, because at the end of the day, right now on TV, when they talk about Doge, they're saying Doge. Like, they're not even talking about crypto. They're talking about some government shit, but they don't even know that every time they name drop Doge in the media and talking about the Department of Government Efficiency, it just creates this extremely bullish thesis around these Elon-based meme coins. So it's kind of like this. My thesis here is I'm banking on Elon being this, like, he's like the ultimate KOL. And because he's the ultimate KOL, if things turn out bullish around him for crypto, and our move to our move to this compliance and regulation in crypto, things that's made and created around Elon's name will go parabolic. That's just my thesis. I don't know. Something, last night I was thinking about this, and I was like, you put 1,500 3K in this, and it just goes to $10 billion market cap. That's a win. And that's just one of your tokens in the portfolio. Just an example, right? I did the same thesis here for Jasmy, because Jasmy falls under like the big data market thing. And, last night, I think early this morning, it kind of like exploded to the threes. It's right now at 3.7. And you can see we're back. We printed a green dot on our indicator. So I've made multiple videos within the last weeks, told you guys that the Jasmy explosion was bound to happen. Now, no, I am no fucking expert, right? But the market's bullish. The altcoin market is bullish, as you can see here. It's altcoin season. It's actually in the 80s, right? So a lot of people right now is getting caught up into buying these altcoins in altcoin season when you should have been buying in Bitcoin season, right? And the interest over time worldwide for altcoins is almost at all-time highs, guys. All-time highs. So this being a DePIN project that falls into stuff like the big data market, which is huge, right? It grows with AI, right? And we're not even talking about like the Sony team and whatever they're doing. You know what I mean? They just partnered. They just did like 2 partnerships. Jasmy is going to be a huge institutional giant in crypto. XRP is an example. Quant is an example on why, if you just pay attention to the fundamentals, and if it makes sense, it makes sense, right? I told you guys on the hbar video that I did yesterday. Guys, yo, y'all need to go watch my hbar videos, bro. Ain't no way my hbar video should have way more views, right? Because I was just spitting some bars in it. But I told you guys, like 2 years ago, right? I looked at hbar, right? And this is the same thing I would imagine if a normie is coming into crypto. This is how they think, right? You open your crypto app and you see what's pumping, right? You're like, oh shit, hbar is pumping. Let me do a little bit of light research, surface research on hbar, and you see, damn, hbar is backed by Google, LG, Boeing, all of these successful stock entities, right? Mostly owned by BlackRock. Something in your head got to tell you, like, this is common sense. This is a no-brainer. And it was amazing, all of the, like, FUD throughout the last 2 years on hbar. But, oh, that is a slow rug. Like, we talking about multi-billionaire fucking companies trying to slow rug you? Like, if it, like, stop overthinking shit. Like, if it makes sense, it makes sense. Horror confirmed that the team who created Jasmy is former members for Sony. They're partnered with Panasonic, Toyota. It makes fucking sense. Stop overthinking it, right? So where are all those negative comments in Jasmy? Don't see them. Where are all those negative comments in hbar? Don't see them. In Quant, just don't see them, right? I would argue that something like Casper, the one with a C, is going to pump. Look at that shit is partnered with like Marathon gas station or something. Like, guys, we made this too hard, and all we had to do was just use simple common sense. All right, so the next narratives that I'm looking to pop off, led by Ondo, is RWA. No one's talking about launch pads and gamings. Right now in the Patreon, I gave you guys like a plethora of different projects within Launchpad, gaming, and the last one here is DeSci, which is decentralized science. My top project in decentralized science would be AXGT, Axon DAO. Go do the research. You'll see exactly what they're doing. But I get, launch pads and gaming. Right now, easy plays on launch pads and gaming, right? Because you might be like, Billy, I don't want to hear that Elon shit. Shut the fuck up about Elon. Give me some real plays. All right. That's not really listed on exchanges, but will be. Right. Axon DAO, right? They have a former SEC member on the team. I did a video about a year ago. If you would have just took the awareness, did your own research, then you would have found out what I was saying. Because all I did was do research, right? Axon DAO. This thing is going to explode. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets listed by Binance, guys. I would not be surprised. There's already talks that virtuals is going to be listed on Binance. Binance lists virtuals. Why wouldn't they list some real shit like AXGT, right? Launchpad. I'm just giving y'all surface level launch pads and stuff like that. I'm not going into the real Degen stuff. Some people's new on here, so we got to be better to be safe than safe than sorry, right? Cetify here, $100 million market cap, right? This is the top gaming launch pad. No one's talking about it. Last time we seen gamings run, this thing went absolutely parabolic. The last time we had like a little mini fake altcoin season, this thing went absolutely parabolic. Right now, it's above our 25-day EMA. Let's see if we got a green dot print on Cetify. Why do you not have a Launchpad token in your portfolio? Why not? Just got our green dot print here on Cetify. Wouldn't be surprised if altcoin season continues. That's Cetify. And look how precise this indicator is. Like, ain't this shit like precise? You could just literally like follow the indicator and just make gains, right? And even short the market. But Cetify, Launchpad tokens are going to go parabolic at some time. Do not chase a narrative. There's narratives that you just have to be patient for, will come to you. Cetify. What else did I have on that? I had gaming. I'll put the call out on the Patreon. I don't even like to say call. Awareness. About 56 cents here. We've seen a huge inverted head and shoulders. Put this in the Patreon maybe 2 days ago. This is right now one of my top I hold this token. Karat, one of my top gaming holdings. And they just recently dropped the news that they'll be dropping their own chain, mainnet chain. So they already got a banging game, Pet Hooligans, but now they're dropping their own chain. So now we're talking about something that's going to be doing what Gala is doing with just a fraction of the market cap, sitting here at a $99 million market cap. 630 FTV, not worrying about FTV, not worrying about vesting schedule. I'll be able to take profits before the vesting schedule. Huge inverted head and shoulder on the weekly. Go to longer, smaller time frames if you're looking for entry points. But just an example, right? These are just a few of solid projects within these these narratives, and I didn't give you guys an RWA one, did I? Man, I don't want to give one that's too let me just give one that's listed on the exchange, right? We don't want to go too deep, right? Parcel. I told y'all about Parcel. It's up, what, 24% on the 7 day. I told y'all about Parcel maybe a couple live streams ago. Again, cup and handle, similar to what we seen from Karat, inverted head and shoulder pattern. Wouldn't be surprised if this explodes to the upside. Look for shorter time frames. Been finding an entry point. A little bit overbought here on the weekly, but this falls under the RWA, the whole anything that's like real estate, tokenizing artwork, right? A lot of people are big fans of artwork. Some people, instead of like investing into something like a matte furry token, they'll go and look at something like Art Trade, for example. Let's try that Art Trade. Art Trade token. Art Trade, is this the token right here? Yeah, this is the one. Gotta be the one. $74 million market cap, FDV for like, and this is on Solana. So both of these are on Solana. Parcel is listed on crypto.com, but you can see here, if you don't have any RWA tokens, you know, you probably did miss like a little bit of the pump, right? Of course, they're going to continue to pump if the altcoin season continues. But, you know, this is why, and I actually put some RWA tokens in the Patreon that have not yet pumped. But this is why it's so important to have a diversified portfolio. I mean, you could just pick 6 or 7 tokens in the top narratives, and that's all you need, right? I just am a degen, right? I walk into crypto like a goddamn candy store, and sometimes I gotta save myself, right? So I had to think about it. Like I said, you know what, I gotta leave a little bit of money in stable coins. So I got like a nice portion of stables. I kind of trained myself not to buy any crypto right now, right? Unless it's like a dip. But I'm gonna wait for a really, really good dip to deploy that capital, or just, you know what I'm saying, chill, hold, wait things out. They printed another Elon token on Solana. Ain't this crazy? But just chill and kind of like enjoy my gains at this point, right? So, guys, I know you wondering why I don't do like top 5 this, top 5 that, because a lot of the altcoins that I do hold, they are already pumping, right? So it's hard for me to like give you something because my portfolio is set. So I try to do research in some of the sectors that have not pumped yet and give you things that I would potentially hold if I had the extra liquidity capital available, right? So this is just an example. This is tokenizing art. So let's say I don't want to buy Casey. I don't want to buy Wolf. I don't want to buy Brett. Man, give me a real, you know, they're over here tokenizing like real, like Leonardo da Vinci or DiCaprio or whatever his name is, right? Vincent Van Gogh type shit, all right? Very, very, very elite artwork that's being tokenized here with Art Trade. So that's pretty much it, guys. You can look throughout different narratives on cryptobanterbubbles.com and see which one is pumping. I mean, RWAs right now is pumping. So what you want to do is maybe find a narrative that's not pumping. Find something that's like, okay, what's selling off right now? Okay, AI is kind of like selling off. There's opportunity here with AI, right? Let's swing over to gaming, right? Gaming, not too much of a big pump. So, you know, maybe I get into gaming before it actually starts to go crazy. So guys, you know, those are just some of the things that you can kind of like, you know, train yourself to do. That way you're not chasing green candles, right? Maybe no one's talking about D-Pin. Maybe you find a good D-Pin project, right? There's a lot of them, right? Jasmy is the top one that I hold in my portfolio as far as blue chip. But then you got other stuff like Honey, Hive Mapper. So many different D-Pin projects, right? I hold Peak. Peak is another blue chip that I actually hold, that I bought on crypto.com. So, you know, those are just examples, right? And there's so many different ones I've covered over like a year. Some of them are doing well, some of them are not. I hold GHX, which is Gamercoin. I actually hold this token. So this is a D-Pin project as well that allows you to monetize your CPU and GPU power by lending it out whenever you're a gamer and not gaming. So just an example. I remember Demo being huge back in the day. So guys, you got to kind of like figure it out, but don't overthink it. Like 8 tokens, 8 top tokens in the top narratives, you should be good, right? Yeah, this is Jasmy and Peak are my top 2 holdings for D-Pin. I kind of I tried to get into Aether. Like I considered like buying a huge bag of Aether because it hasn't really had to move, but the FDV to market cap is just way too fucking different. Like it's like 3 billion to 300 million. This is like, I just didn't like the tokenomics there, but I think that's another one that if you can get out before the vesting schedule, you can make a lot of money. All right, ZBCN. I've seen a lot of people talking about this ZBCN token. Zebek. Wow. I remember when I first covered Zebek like 3 years ago when it first got listed on crypto.com. It's crazy. It came a long way to see big YouTubers talking about it, right? All right, so that's pretty much it. Let's get into some of the comments and see what you guys got going on here, because I know y'all got some questions. Y'all always got some questions. We got 63 people up in here. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and keep your favorite crypto. And let's throw a commercial inside there. Crypto YouTuber in your algorithms. All right, so let's get into some of these comments here. See what we got going on. Can you look up Helium? Up 9x Elon. Let's go. Let's talk about Tailcoin. Wow, that's an OG. I haven't heard that one in a long time. Thoughts on the OG CTO Shiro? Do you think it will do? Is that the cat? Is that the cat? My boy J Man in the J5 Council, he put me on to Baby Shiro. And I think like he told me about the and then when I went to go do my research, salute to you, my boy J Man. They had some nice things going on, but there's also was an OG Shiro launch that just happened yesterday. That token already hit like a $1 billion market cap. Crazy, right? Love UK. I need to go to the UK. Got me 15 billion bag of Elon. Don't sleep on Elon, family. Appreciate you. Nah, I'm not sleeping on it, man. Definitely not sleeping on Elon. I have 30 billion Elon. We'll buy more soon. Y'all been getting in on that Elon, bro. It could be a good trade. It could be definitely a good trade. Will picking in my nose and shit. Will be DCAing to hbar, LCX, and maybe TARS. I think another. Well, you know, if you feel like hbar and LCX already you moved, I would take a look at something like Leo X, which has connections to HBAR, Ondo, and Quant, I believe. I think it's just HBAR and Quant. No, it's HBAR. No, it's Quant. What the fuck am I talking about? Quant and LCX. I'm sorry. Leo X, which have connections here with Quant and LCX. Very, very, very favorable chart right here. Very, very, very favorable chart right here. Very, very favorable chart right here. Let's see if our golden box still far away from our golden box here. Let's see if we got a nice, good green print on Leo X. This is a RWA token that hasn't really had its move yet, right? But it's going there, right? And it still hasn't gotten the green print, but you can see here bearish momentum is dying off. So again, guys, like this is a great opportunity here, right? You know what I mean? If this thing can break the 786, which is 48 cent, could get rejected there. But if you bullish on RWA and projects that's connected to like Quant and LCX, Galileo protocol is a nice good beta play and hedge to those projects. And it has a smaller market cap. You can see here the market cap is only 6 million, 24 million FDV. Let's get into some of these comments here. Alrighty. 30 billion. Y'all got the big bags of Elon. I just seen Moncoin is getting listed on cut. Yeah, Moncoin and I think Moondang got listed on Coinbase. And that's kind of like what throws me off, because I was thinking, and when I was doing my research, and I was like, okay, because I was preparing a huge bag for Elon. And I'm thinking like, and in my head, I'm thinking like, you know what I mean? Why, like, what's stopping it from getting listed on Coinbase and Binance? So I did a lot of on-chain research, and you kind of seen that in the video that I did, right? The on-chain research. I wanted to see like, were there a big unrealized gains from traders? And it's not. Were there snipers? Not snipers. None of the first top 70 holders really hold huge bags. And then even the top holders, right, on Elon, they're like Chads, right? They're either exchange listings or they're people that hold like Shiba Inu whales or Dogecoin whales. So I really didn't see a reason why it can't get listed on something like Binance or Coinbase. It kind of like just blows my mind. So that's another catalyst, right? We already got a chart that's bottomed out. Think about it. There's a culture community behind it, right? And if you want to get into what the community is doing in the burns, that's you. But I'm just talking about from a culture aspect. I know there's a culture there. It's a culture there. Artwork is tier one. Multi-chain. It has more liquidity, right? True liquidity than Shiba Inu, right? So there's people who bought Shiba Inu early, that still can't sell because there's not enough liquidity. Elon has more, like, from a pure streamline standpoint, has more liquidity than Shiba Inu. So it was really odd. It's really odd. It's like, why is it not listed on Coinbase or Binance? But I think it's a blessing. I think it was just waiting for Millie to get the bag right, and then it's gonna happen, right? Then it's gonna happen. I'm back. I had to help a coworker. Hopefully he's okay, right? OGPU was a solid call. Yeah, man. OGPU. We got into that really early. If you new, please subscribe to Crypto. Yeah, OGPU, man. Come on, man. You know what time it is for OGPU. What do you think about Kishu Inu? Pretty solid meme coin. I remember that one. I remember the Kishu Inu a picture in my head, right? Back in the day, y'all slept on Venu, bro. I put y'all on the Venu. Right? Vita Inu, like a while back, right? And it just bounced up to like almost a $55 million market cap, which is crazy. It did like a 10x or something crazy in just a few days. So I want to make it clear that altcoins are not going to run forever. They only run for like maybe a couple months truly, right? And then it's like choppy, go up. But look at this is what I'm saying. This is why, right? Went and looked at I haven't checked my BNB bag in a while, right? So I was like seeing posts, people was like, Millie, thank you for the Vita Inu call and all of this. I'm like, what the hell? Vita Inu was pumping? Let me go check my bag. And I just seen it just woke up to like a 10x or something crazy. I'm like, wow. Right? So I wouldn't buy this now. But this is an example of these meme coins where you could just wake up and like epic green candles, right? So this was one that just pumped. And we knew the fundamentals. We knew that this was one of the few meme coins that actually had a chain DAG protocol that was out and working. And it just made sense. Like, this is a meme coin that actually has utility. And what did Vita Inu do throughout the bear market? It just continued to build. And eventually, the culture behind it, the community behind it, on top of the utility that's being built, caused price appreciation. So the same thing, in my opinion, will happen with the Elon token. Same thing. All right, let's get some comments. Opinion on CTX, Cryptex Finance, could it be good? Thank you for the $1.99. I've never heard of CTX, bro. To be honest with you, let me look at it real quick. CTX. I never heard of this one. Is you talking about the one that's on base? Cryptex Finance on base? Chart doesn't look bad. Looks like it's it doesn't have much volume. I don't know what they got going on here with CTX, yeah. I don't know about that one. But thank you for the $1.99, man. Do appreciate it. Telecoin, Millie. What about hold? I own a small amount, but I see them adding liquidity to multiple blockchains they are really building. Hold. Alright. Somebody said Tailcoin. Like, this is that's like really a OG, like Tailcoin. Like Tail is like a OG, bro. Tail. Let's see here. Yeah, man, it already exploded. Like, I'm not saying that the move is over, but I wouldn't. It's just too many good cryptos that haven't had they move yet that I would bank on, right? But this has a move. If you're in Tailcoin, if you believe Tailcoin for like the last 7 years, like, way to go, and you're finally seeing some movement here for Tailcoin. But this is an OG. It's been around a while. Not surprised that it's moving with a lot of the Dino coins. Not surprised at all. You said hold station. This on Matic. I'm not a big fan of Matic Chain, bro. You know what I'm saying? Even like, you know what I mean? Like, our community token is on Matic Chain, but Matic Chain has been extremely disappointing, bro. If you're talking about this hold station, I don't know. Matic Chain has been extremely like disappointing, right? Making DeFi easy as CeFi, smart wallet for futures trading and AI agents on Zking. Well, yeah, I mean, it falls under some of the top narratives. And if you've been paying, I don't know anything about this token. I want to make it clear. I have no clue what hold station is. But, see if Johnny's account follows it. Hold station. I don't know what this is. You know what I'm saying? If you have conviction on it and you've been, in spaces and they've been impressing you with what they've been talking about, maybe it does well. But I'm not a big fan of like Polygon Matic Chain at all, right? It's just been a huge disappointment. But that's okay, because at some point it's going to come back around, right? And people are going to buy stuff on Polygon Matic. Same thing what we've seen from XRP. I wouldn't say it's dead or anything like that. I'm just not a fan of Polygon Matic in its change. Just not a fan of it. Give a play on ALTCOIN. What's your opinion on XRP peak bull? My crypto group is talking about it a lot, how it's going to be that crypto that you wish you got into before it completely sends, similar to Bitcoin, Ethereum. Bro, shoulders on Chad. Keep working out, bro. Building athletic physique. I finna start pumping iron now. Oh, yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was looking in the mirror. Hey, yo, KG. I was looking in the mirror. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Your boy here. Little boy, you know what I'm saying? Getting that athletic physique, you know what I'm saying? Pumping them. And I bought like the whole boxing stuff inside my garage. So I got a whole little boxing setup, right? Ready to beat a motherfucking ass if I got to. On God. No, I'm just messing with y'all. I come in peace. For real. Now that Crypto Princess is in here, I come in peace. Appreciate you. XRP's peak. All right, so XRP. Let's go look at some XRP, right? Let's go look at some XRP. All right, XRP. Let's go look at XRP. XRP has meme coins on it, so I think like that's gonna be like something that, you know what I mean? So I mean, XRP is working with the government, guys. Like, they're working with the government. This is an insane chart, bro. What the fuck? I know this is not even the real chart here, but look at this XRP chart, bro. Like this, once we get like that green print, in some cases, like shit explodes, right? Now XRP is like working with the government. You know what I mean? They're gonna replace the messaging system, the traditional messaging system, right? Ripple is supposedly supposed to replace that, right? Replace the banking system, which is absolutely crazy when you think about it. And I slept on XRP. I slept on it. I didn't know, like, I said I didn't sleep on a use case or utility, but I slept on it from a suppression standpoint. It was kind of like how I was losing my hope for Hedera, because I just felt like the price was being so suppressed that I didn't want to become like the XRP cult and be an H-barbarian and have to worry about holding H-bar for 10 years before I see anything, right? But XRP, it's not bad. They have XRP Ledger. They have meme coins, which is cool, because most chains, like the difference between, I would say, XRP and Solana is like Solana is focusing on just per se retail, right? They're doing some things with institutions, don't get me wrong, but their main like bread and butter is retail. XRP, though, looks to have institutions in their pocket, and they have the ability to onboard retail, right? Because they have meme coins. Now, I tried to like create a XRP wallet. It's not hard, right? It's actually pretty easy. It's very similar to BunkBot. If you ever use BunkBot on Solana, you go on the XRP Ledger website, you hit Telegram, you create an XRP Ledger wallet, you send some XRP from your exchange to that wallet, and then bam, you can buy XRP meme coin. So I sent a little bit of XRP over there, but I haven't bought an XRP meme coin. But I just want to have some XRP on the ledger just in case the meme coin season does start to go crazy over there. It hasn't manifested just yet. We've seen hype with chains behind meme coins, Phantom, AVAX, Cardano, and it never ends up being like how Solana and Base is, right? But XRP could be that one outlier, you know what I mean, that really has a chance, right? I know a lot of people want to say it's Sui, but Sui just, I don't know if it's the UI that it's just ugly to me. I just don't like the whole water narrative. Like every meme coin has to be centered around like a whale, like a water, something has to, Poseidon or some shit like Poseidon created that chain. But XRP, you know what I mean, this has a chance to onboard institutions and also retail. And the thing is with XRP is this, we technically don't know, right? We don't know how high XRP market cap can actually go, right? That's the thing, right? Because I mean, XRP right now is third, right? It has $141 billion market cap, which is crazy, right? If it just does a 5x from here, you know, if it just, you know, maybe goes to $10. Let's say if it goes to $10 or something crazy, right? It can flip Ethereum, right? And then the XRP cult and clan, they're gonna go crazy. They're gonna push XRP to flip Bitcoin. Did you know XRP flipped Bitcoin before in the past? I was looking at one of the snapshots and I seen that XRP at one point had flipped Bitcoin. Isn't that crazy to think about? So I never really understood like the magnitude of the culture behind XRP, but now I see it. I've always understood the utility, but I really underestimated the magnitude of the culture, but now I see it. And the fact that they got the SEC monkey off their back, the chains is off. The chains is off. And this thing really could possibly do well, right? It could possibly do well. Not surprised. So I can't give you a price prediction, but you know, market cap. Maybe this thing does reach. You know what I mean? I don't know. Can it hit $5? Can it do another 2x double from here? Go to a $288 billion market cap? Maybe so. But that's a lot of liquidity, guys. And if it does do that and it does it fast, then we got to change our whole like modules, because if it can do that and do that fast, then there's no limit to a market cap. Get what I'm saying? Like there's no limit to how much liquidity could come into crypto. There's no limit to a market cap. So now we can't even look at like, oh, it can go to this market cap. We don't know how high these fucking market caps will go, because we don't know truly how much liquidity will pour in crypto, because this is the first time we done had ETFs, like real institutional hype. Mostly it's just retail, but now we got institutions with the green light, and even governments now working with cryptocurrencies, and not specifically per se just in the US. We got world officials interested into cryptocurrency. So I know that was a lot hard to say, man. Hard to say. Get into some of these comments here. 68 people in here, man. Like and subscribe. XRP and Jasmy got my portfolios on fire. Westbound. Love you too, beautiful. And Sui, all memes are blue. I know, man. Sui is just peace and prosperity to you, to all you rich folks. You the rich man. I see you, big bro. Dan, thanks for the insight. I mean, they're calling some crazy prices. They're saying stablecoin launch tomorrow, 20. Yo, yeah, that's going to be crazy. I heard about the XRP stablecoin, right? But, you know, TikTok is going crazy on, like, XRP, right? They even said Tether is going to $5. So, you know what I'm saying? USTD to $5, right? That was the whole thing. XRP flipping BTC, but anything now can flip BTC, especially Solana, ICP, and XRP flipping BTC, but anything now can flip BTC, especially Solana. No, can't agree with that. Can't agree with that. Anything is not flipping BTC, bro. Anything is not flipping Bitcoin, bro. let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Like, no. I don't think you understand when countries put Bitcoin on a balance sheet and make it a reserve asset, right? A savings account for countries, a savings account for countries, a fallback plan, right? Countries, right? We're seeing states, Wisconsin, put Bitcoin on their balance sheet maybe like 2-3 months ago. In states, you can already pay your taxes with Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is a savings account on steroids, right? I can say, hey, I'm going to spend $50 on something, and then 5 minutes later, my $50 replenished, right? And there's not much volatility away from the US dollar. So Bitcoin is just in a whole nother sphere. XRP, maybe when you think about how huge the banking and in them actually transitioning XRP as that messaging system. But like, nah, I can't see Solana or none of that. Nah. Can't see that. Can't see that. Thank you, Charles. Optimism has often done that, which will likely keep it out of the top 10. During this dip, quant flex and strength, yes. It is. We got 74 people in here. It is, man. It is. I think people are really, really severely sleeping on Bitcoin. And I'm not saying it's going to make huge gains, but let's say if you got one Bitcoin, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does go anywhere between 200,000 and 1 million, because you got to think about this. Well, there's levels to this shit, right? You know, these companies, they're not going to they're going to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. They're not going to put anything that has like too much volatility, but they'll put Bitcoin because Bitcoin has been proven that if you put it on your balance sheet, it enhances your company from a liquidity a position, right? So you seen what happened with MicroStrategy. You seen why Coinbase stock. Just look at MicroStrategy and Coinbase stock. Look how much they appreciated over time, and these are large fucking market caps. The main reason they appreciated over time was because they have Bitcoin on their balance sheet, right? Tesla as well. So just imagine what's going to happen when Google puts Bitcoin on its balance sheet. That means all of these like entities that are, you know, in some ways connected to BlackRock, they will also do the same. So when companies do it, then states will do it. When states will do it, now countries will do it. Now we're looking at BTC being like the prominent reserve currency for the world. And that right there is like unlimited, because there is a conversation of why right now on why Bitcoin is being suppressed in the market is because people know if this shit crosses 100K, everybody and their mama is going to buy it, right? And we're not even talking about pension money, right? So when these retired folks want to leave something behind, they're the people who manage those pension funds, they most likely will put it in Bitcoin before any other altcoin, because it's proven and it has information over years and it's non-inflatable. So it's almost impossible, in my opinion, for any type of project that has an unlimited amount of tokens, Solana, ICP, these are tokens that can be minted in time, to ever catch Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is finite. It's only 21 million available, and there's already supply shocks happening on exchanges, guys. There's already supply shocks happening on exchanges. So this is why it's important that you do research on tokenomics. You understand why Bitcoin is number one, why it will stay number one. And that is because it's finite. The supply is finite. And it's a direct challenger to the US dollar. Direct challenger to the US dollar. I'm up 70K with XRP and 62K with Jasmy. Let's fucking go, Kevin. That's the type of numbers I like to hear. Appreciate you, Charles. Yeah, man, running is how it all started. Hey, yo, KG, I was running. Like, this is what I did to like break my body in for like 30 days. I just ran and did calisthenics in the house. And then after 30 days, when I felt like I was prepared to hit the gym, I just full force. Now I've been hitting the gym, like, you know, but 5 out of 7 days out of the week. And you're making me want to go hit the gym. All right, any more comments here? Appreciate you guys. Thanks you, Charles. Thank you. 99. So yeah, but guys, don't get too excited. DXY is still pumping. The Bitcoin dominance could be putting in a fake out. and we could see a nice good correction from altcoins. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a nice good correction for altcoins in the next 1 to 2 weeks, which is well needed because there are so many people right now, and I know it, guys. I know how the feeling. There is so many people right now that just they are not prepared for a fucking altcoin season. They are just running around in shambles like, God damn, I just needed to get one more check. Right? So if you know what I'm saying, people was looking at us crazy like a year ago, 6 months ago, like, man, you need crypto people. That's a scam. Crypto is a scam, right? Right. Yeah. Okay. You know what I'm saying? All right. I hear you, bro. You know, it is what it is, bro. Don't listen to me. I don't know nothing. Right. So, you know, we need a correction. We need a correction because I want to see everybody win. And I want to see those people on the sidelines get a fair chance. At least they won't get to do what we doing, but at least they'll get to, 2x, 5x, 10x their net worth, right? You could still pull a 5x, 10x, even a 50x if you know how to shake the meme coins, right? If you know how to shake the meme coins, 50x is, you could do that all the time, right? But yeah, altcoins, the search world, wow, it's crazy, right? And yeah, a lot of people right now are prepared for altcoin season. We're already in 80. No one's prepared. Everybody's running around because everybody sold their dino coins and they're like, oh my God, I sold my dino coins and bought all these meme coins and now my meme coins are getting dumped on and retail came back and bought all the old ass coins. What do I do now? When you simply should have just kept all your coins, kept your older ones, say, hey, I got me some new money. Let me go play around with memes. Okay, I made a little bit of money. Let me take some of those profits, roll it into some of my conviction plays. Shit that makes sense, right? Shit that you really believe in. Shit that you can see being around here for the next 10 years. There are companies like that in crypto. So yeah, I just think that not a lot of people are prepared for altcoin season. And they don't know what to do, right? They're going to come in and they're just going to be buying stuff that's already pumping. And then they're going to be pissed off again because it's going to be like, damn, I missed out on altcoin season. I came in, I bought stuff that already pumping and then it corrected. Now I lost money. Then you sell and then it starts pumping again and puts in that double top. Bro, don't be that guy. Don't be that. Look, it's over. It's over with. We got 60 of you with here. Do you think the scarcity of quant 14 million will create a supply? Yes. Scarcity. I love scarcity tokens, man. Quant and Tau. That's all I got to say to that. Quant and Tau, man. Quant and Tau. If you want a scarcity token that's gonna do some damage like Bitcoin, like you wake up and one of your tokens are worth 5K, 10K. Quant or Tau. Man. Quant or Tau. It may be something like ICP, right? Because they got but it's just they tokenomics. Bro. This is the tokenomics. I don't know. Quant and Tau, though, bro. Quant and Tau. Yes. Quant and Tau. Appreciate the game you give. Thank you, Westbound. Just logged in. Quant is my safe bet. Elon is my lottery ticket. Okay, well, hopefully you waited for lower time frames, bro. I mean, I don't know if you just found my channel, but I gave out the awareness on the YouTube channel. Look at the circle. Look where I told y'all to get in at Quant. 2 times I said, hey, this happened back here. If it happens again, and it's doing it, bro. I didn't even, I'm fucking goated, dog. I don't even know how I even got goated at TNA like this. I don't know if I was just like a natural, but I'm fucking goated, dog. And I've not even been doing TNA for that long, but I think it's because like I got like what they call a photographic memory. So when I see a pattern, I see those patterns and I can instantly like, that's it. I seen this shit manifesting perfectly. Like I don't got to change my chart because my chart is fucking perfect, dog. Perfection. This is a perfection. Let me stop talking. I'm amazed by the TNA here. But yeah, gave y'all the awareness post live on stream here. Hall of Fame was there. And now and I told y'all the potential move could be 223%. Each time that we wick down here, and it was simple. You add up the first time, which is 382%, the second time, 65%, divide that by 2, and you get the mathematical potential move, which is right on time. Right on fucking time, baby. Right on time. Let's go. Let's go. John, I just gave my Jasmy prediction, John. Did you just get in? Did you just get in? Jasmy looks good, bro. I told you guys that I took a long on Jasmy. They was clowning me because I took a 30x long on $20. It's cool. But look what happened, bro. Now I made well over $1,000 on that long trade. Hey, I'm not no long guy, bro. I don't even do leverage like that. I just wanted to see if my TNA works. That's really what it was. Let me see if my TNA works, right? Let me go ahead and try some long. You know what I'm saying? Played out just wonderful. Just wonderful. Wonderful, guys. And then we got our indicator here. That's just been a beast. Indicator just been a beast. All right, so Jasmy does have resistance here. We had our resistance here at about three. What's this? Three. What's this resistance here? At about 3.9. But Jasmy is moving, man. I'm kind of mad, bro, because yesterday when I loaded up on Elon, something told me like buy more Jasmy. Something told me to buy more Jasmy, and I was like, maybe I got enough Jasmy. Something told me to buy more Jasmy last night when I loaded up and I put that money in Elon. Something told me like put some money in Jasmy too. And then today it explodes. Way to go. Jasmy, if it can break 3.8, right? 3 pennies, 3 pennies, 3.5 pennies. If it can break it, print a confirmation candle above it. Jasmy where's the resistance here? You gotta understand projects like this, and ICP is a good example. Projects like this that had like a huge fall off because of some tokenomics bullshit. Like there is no structure. There is no structure, guys. There's not enough structure here. There's not enough structure here. There's not enough structure here, which means it can easily, just as hard as it fell, is easily how much it can pump if we can break resistance. There's no structure, right? So there's not a lot of resistance that's going to stop us from reaching our goals, right? Which is, if you could break this, which is like 8 cents, which would be a crazy move, right? My guy already said he up 70K on Jasmy. You ain't crazy with it, right? So let's actually move this here. Yeah, there we go. And I put like 2 or 3 videos out on Jasmy in the last few days. Like you had a fair chance to like place your bid if you weren't in Jasmy, but you just didn't. People were in the videos talking about, oh man, it's not going nowhere. They doing the same thing about Elon, and Elon gonna do the same thing. It's gonna do the same thing, bro. Like now that I got a little bit more experience in crypto, like next bull run, next bull run. That's why they say like your third bull run is the one where you just. You now understand why they say first bull run you lose money, second bull run you make a good little bit of money, but you fumble a lot of bags, right? I should like be super up, but I sold too early on a lot of shit, right? But made good profits. But this is why they say like the third bull run, like you won't make the same mistakes that you made from 1 and 2. So I'm really ready for this shit to get out the way, bro. I'm ready to just get to the third bull run because I know what to do. Like really, it's no way we can lose in the next bull run, bro. Because it's just like the same shit happens every cycle. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it differently, but it don't look too different to me. And once you understand like macro cycles every 4 years, the only thing that's kind of concerning about the macro cycle is we supposed to be going in this 10-year, 12-year bear market. I don't know. That could be ugly. I don't know enough about the macro to talk about the grand scheme or the economy going in this 10, 12-year bear market. That would be absolutely. That would be. That's what I need to get it. I need to get it now in this cycle, so we could just have fun in the third bull run. In my third cycle. I got in quant at $3. Oh my God. What type of sheesh? No, you good, 316. You my guy. I just got in. You just got in. You got in quant at $3. Way to go. I'm trying to be patient waiting on near and AVEX to run. I can check that out for you. See if we got some green prints on our indicator here. I can check that out for you, my dog. Ooh, nice good print. I mean, what did do? Hall of Fame, what you waiting on, bro? You waiting too long, bro. You know, you wait. What are you waiting for? You waiting for the confirmation above 58? Man, what is you waiting for? We got a green print. You waiting. Well, you wait. We out of the waiting room, bro. You know, we out of the waiting room. We out of the waiting room, my guy. New to crypto, only been in for 5 months. How does an altcoin season pump last for coin like Jasmy? 6 months to a year. Six months to a year. So you can see here that we go to the total 3, right? You can see here on the total 3, guys. This is the last cycle here. It literally lasted like 1 year, right? It went from October to November 2021. So October 2020 to November 2021. December 2020, if you want to say November, December 2020 to November. So if this is the altcoin season, if it's starting right now, right, most likely it's going to top out somewhere in 2025 Q4, right? If we get in the altcoin season starting right now, it should top out somewhere in Q4 2025. The only thing is, this is the part where people fuck up at, right? This is the part right here. This is the part that got me last cycle. This part right here, right? Because like I wasn't really buying crypto until like here, right around this area, and I got out of Dogecoin, put my money into Elon. Elon pumped, and then I thought it was gonna go like way higher, and then I lost all my bags and just was DCA, thinking like it was gonna all come around. But I didn't understand the macroeconomics. I fought the Fed. I didn't understand like how the importance of rate cuts, the importance of quantitative tightening. Like I fought the Fed all the way down here and put a lot of liquidity into crypto, and then I finally, said, look, when it got down here, I said, look, this the last fucking draw. If this don't work out here, it's over with, right? And said, hey, I'm going in, right? And had like a huge phase 1 where like a lot of micro caps, AI and gaming coins went parabolic. I was able to take profits here, replace my profits into things I had conviction into, even new plays, and now we're seeing our next phase here. So what happens in altcoin season is we get these double tops where we have this amazing run, and people either think it's not over with and they don't sell and it dumps, and then they sell right here, right? Or they sell right here thinking, man, it's over with, and then it pumps up to a double top, and now you piss the fuck off because it's like, damn, I didn't sell here when I had the chance. I sold right here, and then it does another double top. So it's just being able to understand when this double top will happen. So how I look at it like this is two metrics. I look at the logarithmic Bitcoin logarithmic chart, which I should have it pulled up here. Salute to my boy Ben Cowan, who blocked me on Twitter. Ben, unblock me, bro. It's nothing personal, bro. Just unblock me, bro. Unblock me, Ben. Ben Cowan, unblock me. I'll get blocked on Twitter for various reasons, right? So first and foremost, I will be starting my exit strategy preparation when Bitcoin hits the bubble lower bands. We've hit it every time in each cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a couple times in each cycle, but really like 4 or 5 times we hit it. When it hits that, I'm saying, because I know altcoins are always lagging Bitcoin, I'm saying, okay, Bitcoin may have topped out. We just hit the bubble lower band. Now I'm already preparing my altcoin strategies, right? I'm preparing my altcoin strategies. So Crash actually put out a tweet here. So actually, let me go show y'all a tweet, and you can go pretty much, I'll be looking at weird meme coins. You gotta excuse me. I'm in the trenches. But if we go here to Crash, he gave like the altcoin season, it's over, don't round trip your bags post here. Where is it? Okay, here we go. All right. So he was like, there's no super cycle, but this is the part that I want to actually all right, so this is the part I actually want to focus on here. He says, know what market caps your coins can hit based off of 8 to 12 trillion total cryptocurrency market cap, right? So he says, so his thesis here is when the total cryptocurrency market cap hits 8 to 12 trillion, that's when you should start to start to take profits, right? So again, that would coincide up here somewhere. Wow, man. I mean, like, can we break the trend line and go higher than 4 or 5 trillion? That would be crazy, right? But he says 8 to 12 trillion. I say, hey, as soon as we touch the trend line, maybe you should start thinking about what's going on, right? Because we touched the trend line 2 times in the last cycle. So maybe we touch it once, dip down, and go up again. But like 8 to 12 trillion, man, I think it can happen because we don't really know how much liquidity to pour into crypto. But just like bearish case, just start to look for your start to prepare your exit strategies when we hit the trend line here on the total cryptocurrency mark, which would be somewhere between 4 and 8 trillion. So you know what I mean? That's just a good example. And then it says scale out when tether dominance hits 3.2 to 2.2%. So we can swing back here to the tether dominance. See if I can actually find it. Should be here. We can swing back here to the tether dominance. All right. And he says start to get out when it hits around here. So when the tether dominance hits in this structure here, about 3.2 and 2%. So right around here, when the tether dominance hits right around here, this structure, you might want to start like thinking about getting up out of those altcoins. So those are just, that's just an example of what people look for. They're going off Bitcoin dominance, tether dominance, total cryptocurrency market cap. Right now we're at 4%. So if this thing creeps down even lower to like 3%, and in between 3 and 2%, that's when you want to start scaling out of your altcoins. So hopefully you can look at all this stuff on TradingView, guys. Hopefully that wasn't like overkill, right? Let's get into some of these comments, and then I got to get up out of here. New to crypto. I only have 4 crypto, so I sold my 500k Jasmy when it was worth 20k to expand my portfolio and buy cheap alts. It was definitely the smart move, but wish I could still be in. Yeah, bit boom bap. You hey, 20k is 20k, right? You whatever you made off that, maybe I don't know if it was a 10x, 100x, right? You put that 20k to work, and maybe you turn that 50x into 200x, right? DJ mode is always on. We'll be taking profits this bull run. You got to. Dropping knowledge, homie. Thanks. No problem, Charles, bro. No problem, man. I'm doing this for 10 to 15 hours a day. I should be. I'm actually tired, guys. Like, I'm super tired. Like, I am so exhausted. Like, when altcoin season is here, it's nothing but like research. So I'm like extremely fucking exhausted right now. Y'all don't even know how exhausted I am. I'm exhausted, bro. I'm exhausted. On top of this, trying to like, keep up in the gym and things like that. So I'm extremely exhausted right now, guys. But that's it. I dropped enough gems for you today. I can't give you all the gems in one show, man. Make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Hopefully everybody came to this channel and picked up something, learned something, right? And I learned from you guys as well. Whenever y'all put me on the crypto tokens, altcoins, narratives, I learned from you guys. Consider our Discord. It's free. It's a community that just wants to just give off positive vibes and help people, right? You know what I mean? I'm not there all the time, but there are some pretty good people that are in there that don't mind answering questions. Consider our council, J5 Council, guys. And we also got a community project, man. We got a community project that's aiming to be the best research group in the space. So there's a lot of good things going in the community project. We also got our own personal artists for J5. So if you've been following the J5 Twitter page, you've probably seen some pretty dope ass fucking art, guys. This is an opportunity for you to get in before the rocket ship leaves the station, right? So for the people that are watching all these charts that's pumping, there are charts out there that have not pumped, that just have either base communities or just are developing, right? The team is not giving up. The team is still working, right? The Bitrocks, the Mazes, the inspects, LBM on base, which is a huge RWA project that's new. You got some of these new AI agents and AI platforms like AI fund, so many different stuff. Okay, so again, there's stuff that hasn't ran yet that you still got an opportunity to get in. Well, you got to do your research. You got to do your research. Join us. What we're doing with the J5 and the Community Council, and also we got the Patreon, which gets exclusive content. But you want stuff first. First comes council, second comes Patreon, third comes Discord and YouTube channel. Thank you everybody. Can you take a look at Velo? All right. Oh, hey, what's up? I'm on my way out, Manosphere, but for you, good brother, I will check it out for you, man. I'll check out Velo for you, good brother. I'll check out Velo for you. Velo. Oh my. This is the Velo chart? Sheesh. Well, yeah, man. I mean, if it's on XLM and you truly believe that this is going to come back, it's like the Casper chart, the one with a C, bro. If you believe that this is going to come back, you know, I mean, this fell from like, whoa, it's a long way to go, right? Green print on our indicator, not bad. But, I mean, I don't know nothing about this. You know what I mean? I don't even know why it fell off like this or what happened. But, I mean, 2 cents to where it was is like criminal, right? God damn, like this thing topped up at like $1.71 and it fell all the way to 2 cents. I don't know about Velo, don't know actually what it does, but I mean, if I'm coming into crypto, I'm more likely to buy a chart that's bottomed out, that has volume, right? Not no bullshit. That's bottomed out, that has volume, could come back. But I mean, this is I don't know, bro. I don't know nothing about Velo. I can't stamp it or nothing, but the chart looks ugly as fuck, bro. That chart looks terrible. I ain't gonna be honest with you, bro. Chart looks terrible. You know, I don't know, guys. Chat, what y'all think? Like, I mean, we got the green print. We're above key indicators, but man, this chart looks absolutely horrific. But hey, these are the ones that come back, man, and you like, I mean, look at what happened with XRP. You like, dang, bro, this shit just pumped 20x in a day. Who knows? But I don't know enough about Velo, so I don't want to come here and say it could pump. I got to do more research on it. I do more research. All right, I'm about to get up out of here, guys. It was a wonderful, what's it, 2 for Tuesday, double up day talking to you guys. I'm going to holler at you guys. Let me know what you think about whatever. Yeah, I'm out. I like VJ, Jasmy, hba4, yikes. Christika says yikes. That was good on the 12-month time frame. Hey, man, look, I ain't gonna argue with you. Thanks, sir. No problem, Hall of Fame. I made my name Crypto Million Phantom Wallet. I didn't know you had it first, though. XRP, easy. It is. All right, guys. I'll see you later.